We could know the World Series matchup later this evening. It's a must-win for the St. Louis Cardinals tonight as they face the San Francisco Giants in Game 5 of the NL Championship Series. Giants beat the Cardinals 6-4 last night to move within one victory of the World Series. Pitching matchup for tonight's game is a rematch of the series opening starters with Madison Bumgarner going for the Giants against Adam Wainwright. Cardinals manager Mike Matheny spoke after last night's loss and says the time is now for the team to rally around their ace pitcher.
Adam Wainwright's going to set the tone for us, and everybody's got to follow suit and jump in and figure out a way to make it happen. But you know, we don't take it any further than one at a time. We got our guy on the mound.
Should the Cardinals win tonight's game, the series will shift back to St. Louis for Game 6 and, if need be, a Game 7. The sixth game would take place Saturday night with a Game 7 Sunday night. The World Series will start Tuesday with either the Giants or Cardinals facing the Royals in Kansas City. Speaking of, all hail the American League champion Kansas City Royals. Entering the playoffs as a wild card team, the Royals eliminated Baltimore yesterday 2-1 to take the American League championship series in 4 straight. The Ned Yost managed team has won all of his 8 postseason games this season, and they have reason to celebrate. Once again, the opening game of the Fall Classic will be next Tuesday night in KC. The Chicago Cubs aren't thinking World Series, but stadium renovations. Construction equipment is starting to take big bites out of Wrigley Field's outfield walls. The demolition of the historic ballpark's famous bleachers is part of a project to build a large electronic sign and 6 other outfield signs. Cubs spokesman Julian Green says the field will be exposed for several weeks before the walls are rebuilt. The work is part of the Cubs' privately funded $575 million renovation project. Completion date hasn't been announced. The Blackhawks don't need renovations as they've won 2 Stanley Cups in the last 5 years, but I bet they wish they had another chance at the Calgary Flames. Let's take you to the highlights from Wednesday night's game. Flames started off hot with a long-distance slap shot from Dennis Weidman for the goal, putting Calgary up 1-0 in the second period. But the Hawks would answer with a quick shot from Patrick Sharp and a tip from Andrew Shaw for his second goal of the season. This one would take extra time as Michael Backlund shoots a huge wrister past the glove of Corey Crawford for the win. Blackhawks' next game is Saturday night at home against the Nashville Predators. The Chicago Bears are not ruling out Lance Briggs for Sunday's game against Miami. The 7-time Pro Bowl linebacker sat out last week's win at Atlanta because of a rib injury. Savannah, Braden, back to you.
All right, well, thank you, Derek, and that wraps up tonight's edition of News Watch.
Stay with WEIU. Coming up at 7 this evening, candidates for Coles County Sheriff joins us for a special half-hour forum.
The program will also be streamed live on our website, weiu.net.
Have a great night. We'll see you here tomorrow on the area's only local newscast on PBS.